In the land of the free and the home of the brave, danger lurks in certain corners. Today, we dive into the top 10 most dangerous cities in America. This journey will lead us through places notorious for high crime rates, rampant gang violence, and widespread property crime. We'll dissect the factors that contribute to their infamy and the efforts in place to combat these issues. Are you ready to explore the darker side of American urban life? Let's get started. First on our list is Detroit, Michigan, a city that has been synonymous with high crime rates for years now. Detroit's violent crime index, which includes homicides, robberies, and aggravated assaults, is alarmingly high. The prevalence of guns and gang activities has made this city a concerning place for personal safety. But let's dig a little deeper. Detroit's economic decline has played a significant role in these high crime rates. Deindustrialization and population decline have contributed to a rise in criminal activities. High rates of unemployment and poverty have created an environment that can foster crime. But remember, poverty doesn't always lead to crime, but it can influence socioeconomic conditions that make criminal activity more likely. Now let's talk about urban decay. Detroit is marked by abandoned buildings and neglected neighborhoods, the physical evidence of economic decline. These vacant properties and blighted areas often become hotspots for illicit drug trade, squatters, and gang-related activities, further perpetuating the cycle of crime and decay. This physical deterioration contributes to a sense of hopelessness among residents, making it even more difficult to break free from this cycle of violence and crime. But not all is lost. There are significant efforts underway to revitalize Detroit and combat crime. Urban renewal projects are reclaiming abandoned properties, transforming neglected areas into thriving communities. Investment in education and job training programs are providing opportunities for individuals to escape poverty and turn away from a life of crime. Community policing initiatives are building trust between residents and law enforcement, creating safer neighborhoods. Despite its challenges, Detroit is a city fighting to reclaim its future from the clutches of crime. Moving on from Detroit, let's take a quick look at the other 9 cities on our list. Next up is St. Louis, Missouri, where a high violent crime rate has been linked to issues such as poverty, drug abuse, and a lack of educational opportunities. However, the city is also making strides with initiatives like the Cure Violence program, which aims to reduce crime through community outreach. Baltimore, Maryland, is another city grappling with high crime rates, often associated with drug trade and gang violence. Yet, the city is striving to turn the tide through programs such as Safe Streets, an initiative that seeks to mediate disputes before they escalate into violence. Memphis, Tennessee is on our list due to its high property crime rates. To combat this, the city has been investing in education and job training programs, aiming to provide alternatives to crime. In Oakland, California, crime rates have been tied to socioeconomic issues and gang activity. The city is, however, working on community-based strategies to tackle crime, such as the Operation Peacemaker Fellowship, which focuses on mentoring at-risk youth. Then there's Birmingham, Alabama, where violent crime rates have been attributed to issues like poverty and drug trafficking. The city is responding with initiatives like Birmingham Promise, which aims to improve educational and job opportunities for young people. Kansas City, Missouri also makes our list, with high crime rates linked to socioeconomic disparities and gun violence. The city is countering this through programs like the Kansas City No Violence Alliance, which focuses on reducing gun violence. Next is Cleveland, Ohio, where poverty and a lack of educational opportunities have contributed to high crime rates. In response, the city has launched efforts such as the Cleveland Peacemakers Alliance, which works to mediate conflicts and prevent violence. Newark, New Jersey, has high crime rates often associated with drug trade and gang violence. Despite this, the city is making progress with initiatives like the Newark Community Street Team, which works to prevent violence through community engagement. Finally, we have Stockton, California, where high crime rates have been linked to socioeconomic issues. To tackle this, the city has launched the Stockton Economic Empowerment Demonstration, a universal basic income experiment that aims to reduce poverty and subsequently, crime. These cities, like Detroit, are in a constant battle against crime, with the hope of ensuring safer neighborhoods for their residents. In the past few minutes, we've journeyed through some of America's most dangerous cities. We've seen firsthand how economic decline and crime often walk hand in hand, with cities like Detroit, Michigan, serving as prime examples. The correlation between these two factors is stark, with high unemployment rates, poverty, and urban decay creating conditions ripe for criminal activity. But let's not forget about the silver lining. Despite the challenges, there is a relentless pursuit of change in these cities. Detroit, among others, is actively working towards urban renewal, with abandoned properties being transformed into thriving communities. Investment in education and job training programs is providing individuals with opportunities to escape poverty and deter criminal behavior. Community policing initiatives are fostering trust, cooperation, and safety in neighborhoods. While these cities may be notorious for their crime rates, it's important to remember the efforts being made to change this narrative. And with that, we wrap up our exploration of America's most dangerous cities. Do you ever wonder about the safety of your city? Baltimore, Maryland, known as Charm City, has a less charming side. It's marked by alarmingly high crime rates, particularly homicides, consistently ranking it among America's most dangerous cities. These tragedies leave more than just a death toll. They ripple through families and communities, shaking the very sense of safety. The impact is profound, the urgency palpable, and it's clear that Baltimore's high crime rates are undeniably linked to several factors. Imagine a city entangled in the grips of drug-related violence. Baltimore, a stone's throw from major drug trafficking routes, faces a constant battle with addiction and territorial disputes among drug gangs. The city's history of drug addiction paints a grim picture, where the drug trade fuels not only violence but also poverty, leaving a ripple effect that further perpetuates crime. Innocent bystanders, often caught in the crossfire, bear the brunt of this brutal cycle. But the drug problem is just one piece of the puzzle. What happens when those meant to protect you are viewed with distrust? In Baltimore, the relationship between the police force and the community is fraught with tension. Incidents of police brutality and misconduct have eroded public trust, creating barriers to effective crime prevention and investigation. However, bridge-building initiatives like community policing programs are making strides in mending these rifts, fostering better communication and cooperation. They are crucial in the battle against crime. Yet in the face of adversity, Baltimore's communities are fighting back. Did you know that community organizations are stepping up to tackle crime in Baltimore? Local nonprofits, faith-based groups, and grassroots initiatives are making a difference. They are addressing socioeconomic factors, standing up for at-risk youth, and offering rehabilitation programs. These organizations are not just fighting crime. They're building futures, fostering change, and instilling hope. And they're doing it one person, one family, one neighborhood at a time. Their efforts are a beacon of hope, showing that positive change is possible, even in the face of significant challenges.